Thank you, Celeste. What an amazing, amazing afternoon to have all of you here with us sharing. This story started with Anne. Where are you, Anne? Back there, Anne Randy. We were having coffee, and I said, Anne, I'm working on some stories that my mom told me when I was little. So I have to first start saying what a pleasure it is to be here for the Mana Club to have invited us. And thank you. I have Celeste, Cheryl, Jessica, Derek, Jen, Marcus, staff, and to all the members of the Mana Club. Thank you for inviting us to be here. We have also, I have to thank Tumbaga, the Armando and Fernando, Julian, all the dancers, Axmed and Piero, and Hubert. As you see, he's taking photos. Now, one of the wonderful things about this book, The Blue Morphos, Untold Stories from the Andes, this book was created out of the love and the curiosity I had for my mother's stories. My great-grandparents were farmers, and she lived with them at different times, and this was the harvest season, depending where they were. They went to one farm, and then they had 3 farms, and she would hear about things that go bump in the night sometimes. And I have to thank my father also because he loved reading. And he always said, reading is one of the greatest things that anyone can enjoy. My family, my husband, the daughters, they edited the book. They did the artwork for the cover inside. And it's just a wonderful day. Today happens to be May 2nd, which is Brothers and Sisters Day. So look around you. Some of you, the first time you see each other, smile. We are all children of the earth. I really do believe that. Before I dive into the book, I want to see and check with Derek. Anything, Derek? Nothing yet. All right. So I am going to let you know a little bit more about the book. This production also would not have been possible about the book because I was part of Westchester, they call a 1000 launch program. And what they do is, yeah, my alumni, come on. So Western Launch 1000, it's a free program that we did from April 22 to November of 22. And what we did is we de-risked ideas, business ideas, and I de-risked the book. And I said, let's go for it. When you have something in your mind, there's a reason for that. Try it out. Go for it. Hemingway used to say that writing was no big deal, that you would sit by the typewriter, start typing, and you would bleed from the inside. and also sweat would be coming out. This has been a transformation for me. I think part of the name Blue Morphos is my transformation to do that. And Mom made this. She's 89, half. I'm going to read a little part from the book. And we had something planned as a lovely surprise. It might happen. We're not sure yet. But we're going to do this. I'm in denial sometimes about the glasses. All right. So I'm going to read a little beginning of one of them. It was slithering, and the scales grazed the underbush of the trees near the river. She had managed to see its black tail be swallowed up under an old tree stump. Burrowing its scaly body would allow it to hide and keep safe from humans. Must have been hunting for frogs or salamanders, a great delicacy, especially in this rainy season. The bamboo forest in that region was prominent, and it was known for the snakes to use them as hiding venues. She looked over and motioned to Francisco to follow her away from there. Venturing into that part of the forest was not a good idea, not only because of the possible snakes, but because there were cliffs at the end of the stretch. They both knew it would take them to a dangerous area near the river where there were known to be mudslides. After the rainstorms from the evening before, the forest floor was muddy, littered with branches, leaves, and lots of other debris from the vegetation. The rains had drenched the whole area, and the scent of a thunderstorm had lingered, leaving behind a rich, earthy aroma. That's one of the stories. And I did see that black tail, so I put in a little bit of myself in there. I came to the United States before I was 10 years old, and I'm grateful for the experience there, and I'm ever so grateful living here. Here we go. What were those bursts of light? People had heard stories about airplane pilots witnessing flashes of iridescent blue shimmers within the tree canopies or over rivers, and then in a second vanish within the green and brown vegetation. You see, the butterfly's dorsal wings would reflect light like a prism, and the blue color would dominate the surrounding scenery. Blue is a rare color found in nature, so it certainly stood out when metallic flashes would pop up. What they saw were the blue morpho butterflies decorating the skies, a kaleidoscope. Now, I was doing a little bit of research as well, just to make sure I got things right. And I said, oh, a group of butterflies. I said, well, maybe there's a name to that, if there's a bird, flocks of birds and things. Kaleidoscope happens to be a group of butterflies. I did not know that. So these were all traveling throughout the Andes and relocating to find fruit trees and water sources where they would land and feast on. What some people were not aware of were that the ventral wings of the butterfly, of the blue morphos, were browned. As they closed their wings, they would blend into the trees. They had an intelligent camouflage that would confuse predators, even though most birds kept their distance, since they knew that the blue morphos, as beautiful as they were poisonous. You see, when they were caterpillars, they were eating certain plants. They would make them poisonous when they turned into butterflies. And this is reminiscent. So what I did is I took, a little bit of what my mom had mentioned, then I took a bit of what I had remembered, cross-reference check just in case, and then I added more. So the imagination is amazing. Our brains can do so much. It was lunchtime, and Marcos had walked into the center of the town. The streets were steep, and some roads had original cobblestone from 300 years ago. This was a colonial Spanish town with its old architecture and a rapidly growing population. More and more people were moving in, and new construction was taking place. Marcos tilted his head back and closed his eyes for a moment. The sun hitting his face felt good, and the warm day reminded him of his excursions to the market with his parents as a young boy. The market had so many lunch choices. You could find roasted vegetables, sautéed chicken, sancocho de pescado, to name a few. Baskets made by the locals out of fique, which is a fiber from the leaves of a local plant, decorated the stands. They were filled to the brim with flowers, herbs, eggs, produce, and sweet candies. Scents, sounds, and colors that attracted buyers and vendors that would shop and sell from morning until sunset every day. This is a special part. I saw it. There was a particular vendor that sold cut-up fruit with honey, and all you could see was a cloud of yellow jackets and bees enveloping him, but they never stung him or his clients. The bees and wasps buzzed all around with delight while the vendor served his delicacy. The customers would approach with care, pay, and get their bowls a little quick, I would think. The trick was that the vendor would pour some honey to the side of his stand on a plate so the insects would delight themselves with the sweetness and not sting the customers. What a magical scene that was. One of the many dynamics of the market. And now it is my pleasure. And Derek, you let me know. I am going to present. We are going to take you to the Andes. You don't have to board a plane. We're going to go and make sure that you have a wonderful time. I most humbly present to you the travels to the Andes. Thank you. it is my pleasure to introduce to you Tumbaga, the dance company of Colombia. We have with you the amazing dancers, the amazing performers, and we have Jose Juliana Mezquita, Juan Pablo Nieto, Manuela Agudelo, Sharon Moreno, and the wonderful CEO, presidents, and founders, Armando Moreno and Fernando Mesa. Beautiful performance, San Juanero. Thank you so much. Thank you for our beautiful audience for your patience. The costumes are also created by Tumbaga, Fernando Mesa. Amazing. And now with us comes an amazing artist. Axmed, Colombian singer, songwriter. Axmed has been performing for many years, and he's also developed his own songs and a playwright. Axmed has played guitar and piano, and he has collaborated with Tumbaga for many years. The connection has been placed. Axmed, Colombian singer-songwriter, thank you so much. You'll be playing the song Soy Colombiano.
Colombia, patria mía, te llevo con amor en mi corazón. Creo en tu destino y espero verte siempre grande, respetada y libre. A mí deme un aguardiente de caña, de las cañas de mis valles y el anís de mis montañas. No me dé un trago extranjero, que es caro y no sabe a bueno, porque es que yo quiero siempre lo de mi tierra primero. Ay, qué orgulloso me siento de haber nacido en mi pueblo. En ti amo todo lo que es querido, tu hermosura, mi hogar, las tumbas de mis abuelos, mis creencias, el fruto de mis esfuerzos y la realización de mis sueños. A mí cánteme un bambuco de esos que llegan al alma, cantos que ya me alegraban cuando apenas decía mamá. Lo demás era bonito, pero el corazón no salta, como cuando a mí me cantan una canción colombiana. Ay, qué orgulloso me siento de haber nacido en mi pueblo. Ser hijo tuyo es la mayor de mis glorias. Mi ambición más grande es la de llevar con honor el título de colombiano. Y para mí una muchacha aperladita o morena, o una rubia de ojos claros, de suave piel montañera. Muchacha, música y trago, de la sierra o de los llanos. Ay, qué orgulloso me siento de ser un buen colombiano. Ay, qué orgulloso me siento de haber nacido en mi pueblo.
Welcome back, Axmed.
Thank you. Me gusta el olor que tiene la mañana, me gusta el primer traguito de café, sentir cuando el sol se asoma en mi ventana y me llena la mirada de un hermoso amanecer. Me gusta escuchar la paz de las montañas, mirar los colores del atardecer, sentir en mis pies la arena de la playa y lo dulce de la caña cuando beso a mi mujer. Sé que el tiempo lleva prisa a borrarme de la lista, pero yo le digo que ay, qué bonita es esta vida, aunque a veces duela tanto y a pesar de los pesares, siempre hay alguien que nos quiere, siempre hay alguien que nos cuida. Ay, 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 qué bonita es esta vida, y aunque no sea para escuchar la voz de una guitarra, brindar por aquel amigo que se fue, sentir el abrazo de la madrugada y llenarme la mirada de otro hermoso amanecer. Sé que el tiempo lleva prisa a borrarme de la lista, pero yo le digo que ay, qué bonita es esta vida, que aunque a veces duela tanto, a pesar de los pesares, siempre hay alguien que nos quiere, siempre hay alguien que nos cuida. Ay, 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 qué bonita es esta vida, y aunque
Welcome back, Axmed.
Ya no tengo ayudantes.
He said he. Oh, here we go. There's the help.
Colombia, tierra querida, himno de fe y armonía. Cantemos, cantemos todos, grito de paz y alegría. Vivemos, siempre vivemos a nuestra patria querida. Tu suelo es una oración y es el canto de la vida. Tu suelo es una oración y es el canto de la vida. Cantando, cantando yo viviré, Colombia, tierra querida. Cantando, cantando yo viviré, Colombia, tierra querida. Colombia, te hiciste grande con el furor de tu gloria. América toda canta la floración de tu historia. Vivemos, siempre vivemos a nuestra patria querida. Tu suelo es una oración y es el canto de la vida. Tu suelo es una oración y es el canto de la vida. Cantando, cantando yo viviré, Colombia, tierra querida. 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 Thank you. Seems that they are not ready. Can I sing in English?
Of course.
Of course. I hope you like this. If you know it, sing with me. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you.
niña, yo soy la reina por donde voy. No hay una cadera que se esté quieta donde yo estoy. Mi piel es morena como los cueros de mi tambor. Y mis hombros son un par de maracas que besa el sol. Y mis hombros son un par de maracas que besa el sol. Tengo en la garganta una fina flauta que Dios me dio. Canuto de millo, ebrio de tabaco, aguardiente y ron. Cojo mi mochila, enciendo la vela, repico el son. Y enredo en la luna y en las estrellas toda mi voz. Y enredo en la luna y en las estrellas toda mi voz. Como soy la reina, me hace la corte un fino violín. Me enamora un piano, me sigue un saxo y oigo un clarín. Y toda una orquesta forma una fiesta en torno de mí. Y yo soy la cumbia, la hembra coqueta, bailo feliz. Y yo soy la cumbia, la hembra coqueta, bailo feliz. Yo nací en las bellas playas caribe de mi país. Soy barranquillera, cartagenera, yo soy de ahí. Soy de Santa Marta, soy monteriana, pero eso sí, yo soy colombiana, oh tierra hermosa donde nací. Yo soy colombiana, oh tierra hermosa donde nací. Ay. Y mis hombros son un par de maracas que besa el sol. Y enredo en la luna y en las estrellas toda mi voz. Y yo soy la cumbia, la hembra coqueta, bailo feliz. Yo soy colombiana, oh tierra hermosa, donde nací.
¡Huepa! Spectacular, our ancestors and our friends, and we have touched upon the Andes, and we have touched upon our families from the coast, from our African ancestors as well. So I'm going to have the pleasure of calling our wonderful ensemble. Axmed, a wonderful songwriter, playwright. Thank you so much, Axmed. Kimberly Roselle, right from Boston. Thank you. I would also like to add that Tumbaga they create their own costumes. They make everything. Sharon Moreno. Beautiful. And it's a Tuesday. Some of them took off from college. Juan Pablo Nieto. Fantastic, thank you. Manuela Agudelo. Gems, beautiful. Julian Anesquita. Also choreographer for Tumbaga. With this dear friend, I used to dance with him 30 years ago. I used to dance with him. That was our hobby. Our dear Fernando Mesa, creative director, an amazing person. And also co-founder, Armando Moreno, genius in choreography as well, and human. I have to say that the dance company's goal Tumbaga is an alloy utilized by our ancestors. They would create the gold and the copper and create a majestic models and figurines. And they created this amazing show for you. It's on a Tuesday, really difficult to come in. We had a surprise for you that threw us off from the technical aspect and things of connecting to Switzerland, which we were going to do. But they wish to come back and they would like to. This is a tasting. This is a tasting. It's not even an appetizer of Tumbaga. Their dream is to be at the Manor Club and showcase a complete production of Latin American dances. So thank you.